Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Thank you all for joining me. I am super excited. It's April. We're getting the update. I don't know when it is, but I'm super excited to see what Supercell comes up with in terms of Clan Wars. What is it going to look like? I've put out so many videos talking about this update, and I will be covering it extensively when I have any information to share. But for today, I want to go ahead and cover a new world record here by none other than Game Over. Game Over was the first level 1 player, to hit Legendary Arena. I shared that video a few months ago. We knew it was just a matter of time, but who would it be? Who was going to be the level 1 player to get to 4,000 trophies first? And indeed, it is Game Over. Now, I will link Game Over's Twitter and his YouTube channel in the description below, along with his player profile. Now, how does he have 2 matches played in tournaments? Some of you guys have noticed that in previous videos. I haven't asked him about that myself, but I will, and I'll leave it as a pinned comment, whatever he answers me. But how can you as a level 1, how can you have 2 tournament matches played? I'm so confused. Am I missing something obvious? Anyway, he has over 8,000 wins using the same deck. After 8,000 wins using the same deck, ladies and gentlemen, you will learn every little micro interaction that could possibly take place in the arena, every little nuance of every little matchup, and that's exactly what Game Over has done here. Let's hop into the first match. These are the matches that led him to the new world record of getting to Challenger 1 4,000 trophies. Incredible. And he wasn't going against slouches in terms of the opponents. I'm not saying they're all 20-game winning pros by any stretch of the imagination, but oftentimes when you share these level 1 videos, like I do from time to time here, you can run into some really novice players, okay? And this wasn't necessarily the case here. So if you guys aren't aware, level 1, even though he's playing a very legendary heavy deck, almost all legendary cards, with the exception of Skarmy, I think is the only non-legendary card, you have to understand the incredible deficit that he's facing here. His Princess Towers don't even one-shot skeletons. He pretty much can't rely on his Princess Towers, on any of his towers, for any sort of damage or DPS onto the opposing troops. Not only that, but they only have 1,400 hit points. So he's facing a huge defensive deficit in terms of hit points and, of course, tower DPS. But he's going to be relying very heavily on, of course, Sparky and Skeleton Army. And of course, he does have all the other strong legendary cards to help him out along the way. Offensively, this deck is certainly not the best. It's not like it's a meta deck by any stretch of the imagination, but in the opinion of Game Over, it is certainly the best deck you can possibly create using only level 1 cards. So if you guys want to copy this deck, if you are lucky enough to have legendaries at level 1, heck, some of you might be like, Ash, dude, I don't even have all the legendaries in that deck on my main account. Either way, again, I will link for you guys the free-to-play version of level 1 accounts if you guys want to get involved in the community, the level 1 community in the game. I think that OJ does some stuff with level 1s. I know that Galadon does some stuff in Sandstorm with level 1s, and of course Nova has a level 1 team. We also have a level 1 YouTube account, and I actually sponsor our level 1 team myself in terms of providing rewards and incentive to the players each season. So if you guys want to get involved with that, I'll link everything that you need in the description below. So anyway, guys, you can see here relying really heavily on all his swarm cards defensively here, and does a pretty good job, I think that I probably would have definitely lost that left tower. And you know what? In the first video we had with Game Over, he told us that the most important key to this deck was really in double elixir time, trying to get 1 mammoth counter push on the opponent. And here you can see, I don't know if I'd call it mammoth per se, but he does get that defensive counter push. All the surviving defensive cards, the Bandit, the Inferno Dragon, a bunch of skeletons in that left lane, were able to take down that left tower. So now all we have to do is really defend here. So we rely on that dash of the Bandit and the E-Wiz to protect that left tower from losing it here. And of course, Princess is going to be oftentimes the MVP in this deck, so don't be afraid to go ahead and protect her here. So for 3, 2, 1 seconds left, guys, or 1 second left, singular, not plural, Ash, we have only 33 HP. Look at how close he came to not getting 4,000 trophies, right? I mean, 33 hit points away, guys. All right, let's go ahead and watch the second one here. These are great. It's a different kind of I don't know. It's a different genre of video even to cover this level 1 stuff. So I like to do it to switch things up. I think this is my 4th level 1 video now. So if you guys enjoy it, just, let me know and I'll continue doing it. It's nice to switch things up. I don't want to do it like every day, but certainly it's cool to see what these guys are doing on a daily basis. In Game Over's case, quite frequently. I don't know how many matches he has in total, but I will link his player profile card in Stats Royale for you guys to go ahead and check out what he's up to on a daily basis if you want to kind of spy on him and see maybe if he can hit Challenger 2 someday. I don't know. So here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get that bandit onto the right tower there. We started out by cycling an Inferno Dragon in the back. Of course, what you want to do is be very, very careful, and as importantly as it would be in a normal match, but even maybe more importantly, you want to A, protect the princess, but B, you really want to identify what your opponent is playing, and Game Over has such a small margin of error here, and you can see just a miner and 2 bats takes his right tower down to 422 damage. He's going to get in a very early deficit here, but that's not something that he's unfamiliar with. Oftentimes, he has to make really, really big comebacks here. I should also mention a little background info about Game Over is not only is he a Nova 1 player, a Nova 1 pro, but he's also a Turkish pro. So I do want to give a huge shout out to my Turkish viewers. They have a lot of good YouTubers over there in Clash Royale Turkey as well. So huge shout out to everybody from Turkey. And I've had a lot of Middle Eastern pros on the channel recently. So shout out to that whole demo. So let's go ahead and see what he can do here. I mean, we're approaching the 1 minute mark in this match, guys, and we really haven't gotten much damage. So we're going to start out with a Sparky in the back. We're going against, of course, a P.E.K.K.A. Miner Executioner deck, but he doesn't have any huge spell, I don't think, unless I missed a card. But we're going to use the Skarmy to take down that P.E.K.K.A., and now we have a Sparky and Skeletons coming in the right lane. So this is exactly what we talked about. Can this be our big push? It looks like it's going to be. We put down that Bandit, and we put down the E-Wiz immediately afterwards. Now, E-Wiz is going to be great because it's going to be resetting the opponent's Inferno Dragon, and our Inferno Dragon stays alive. So it looks like we're going to play a Princess maybe at the, okay, in the back in the opposite lane. Still being very patient here is Game Over, and you've got to hand it to him. I mean, he knows the opponent does have Miner Zap, and there's only 27 seconds here, so doing a good job showing restraint is Game Over. So this time, Sparky, Inferno Dragon, there's the Bandit, we knew it would be coming, and there's the Zap. So the opponent has used the Bandit and the Zap, all their direct damage, so they don't have it left for this incoming counter push, and here it goes. They do have the P.E.K.K.A. though. It's going to be a Skarmy, and he can't cycle the Zap in time. He can't cycle to the Zap, guys. Oh, man. He was too aggressive, the opponent there, and another 69 HP left on that right tower, guys. Ooh, these matches are so close. When you get to this range, it's really difficult. I mean, it's really, we have thousands of players who are level 1. No one's been able to have this type of success as the unprecedented success that Game Over has. Let's go ahead and watch this replay against Debbie. Is Debbie his mom? Did he say mom? Did he win trade with Debbie his mom? At the very end say, you know, I need a win. I need a win to get 4,000. Debbie, get over here. Get over here. No, I don't think so. It's not a win trade. Confirmed. Okay, so Debbie is playing a, I don't know, maybe is that a giant deck? I can't tell what the win condition is based on the first 5 cards, but we're always going to let the opponent make the first move here, guys. Definitely don't want to be the aggressor with this deck. You don't have any tower to lean on in case you make the wrong play. So you're never going to see Game Over make the first play in these matches. And the beautiful thing about level 1 gameplay, if I haven't kind of waxed poetically enough about level 1 community, is that it teaches you different type of habits that you don't always pick up on right away in normal gameplay. It teaches you to be much more defensive, and it teaches you not to rely as much on a tower, which can be a bad thing because you do want to rely on your towers. But once you know how to defend everything without relying on your towers, then it's like a whole new world when you go back to your main account and you're like, oh, okay, I can handle this, you know, like, wow, my tower does damage. That's awesome. I have hit points on my tower. That's crazy. All right, so here we go. Sparky in the back here. This time the opponent does have a spell, of course. Fireball is not going to take Sparky even to half damage. So now we have a Sparky here after that bandit charge sitting at around 25% HP, maybe even 20% HP. So Game Over is going to go ahead and not overcommit and just let that die. Of course, we can't let even a baby dragon get on our tower because that's going to be tower goodbye. So we're forced to play the Skarmy again to stop that Musketeer. The thing with this deck and the thing with all level 1 decks is you do have to respond to pretty much everything. You know, as we saw before, a miner and 2 bats can basically totally take out your entire tower. So this is where we get the connection here. You saw the Inferno Dragon take that left tower all the way down to 208 damage. So with this deck, we have to rely on our Princess for some chip damage, as well as our Log for some chip damage. And here comes the Princess first. As soon as that defense was taken care of, Princess is down, and she'll go ahead and finish off that left tower. So now with 40 seconds left, guys, all we gotta do is defend. So let's see if we can do it. I think you guys probably know the result already, but we'll try to pretend it's a surprise. This time, the baby dragon does lock onto that tower, so we're forced to quickly play that E-Wiz. Just a beautiful E-Wiz there to protect that left tower from certainly going down. Otherwise, that baby dragon had already locked on to it. So now we have the Inferno Dragon taking down the baby dragon. Then we place the Skarmy at the bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, with 10 seconds left, we have a new world record. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There it is, baby. Boom, shakalaka. He did it. 4,000 trophies on Game Over. So huge congratulations to Game Over, and a huge shout out to the Nova 1 clan fam. Very happy to sponsor and support you guys. Keep up the great work. Want to give a shout out to all of you guys. Oche as well, who helps organize that, and all the leaders. Thank you so much, and a huge hats off to Game Over. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel and his Twitter in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to Do Recorder, Stats Royale, and Bren Chong, my YouTube partners. They're all amazing, and I'll have links to the Stats Royale player profile of Game Over, and of course to the social media of Bren Chong in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.